Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Hi you all. My name is Muhammad Kamil Firdaus bin Abdul Razak. Number matric is 2025690046 and I'm from group NBI1A.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Fakrul Hakim bin Muhammad Nordin and my matric number is 2025443944.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Sakim bin Muhammad Zalani. My ID is 2025836482.
Assalamualaikum. Hi everyone. My name is Zarin Iman bin Haziman and my number metric is 2025814954.
In this presentation, we choose J Enterprise as our reference for our group project.
J Enterprise is a sole proprietorship was founded by Faizal bin Osman. J Enterprise is located in the Ceras Padane Secondary School canteen. He invested RM50,000 Malaysia ringgit in the startup of his business. That is the capital. The owner of this company started it because he back from work in Australia and he didn't have a job when he came back to Malaysia. Before he left the country to work in Australia, he managed his sister business in Bandar Baru Bangi Station 9 in the F&B field, which was a Mrs. Rice restaurant, which is the area around the factory and housing area.
When he first started operating with the help of his sister who previously ran a restaurant in Bangi, he tried to enter the school tender and his application was successful. From 2023 until now, the business is still operating.
J Enterprise business activity is to provide nutritious and clean food and drinks according to the price rates by the schools. Food quality and cleanliness and highly emphasized by the school because they involve the students and the teachers who are always the sale prospects. J Enterprise assumption every year. Some amount will be shown as expenses and the balance is shown as an asset. Without this assumption, the cost of the equipment will be treated as an expenses when the equipment is purchased. The business started with 50,000 Malaysia ringgit. The transaction is recorded as capital. That is a liability of business to its owner. J acquired equipment for 30,000 Malaysia ringgit. The equipment are the asset of the business and not to the owner.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Today I will be presenting the business characteristic of J Enterprise. In this topic, I will cover the following key areas: ownership, source capital, type of liability, profit and loss, nature of business, business operations and resources, profit generation, and standard operating procedure. In terms of registration, J Enterprise is registered under Company Commission of Malaysia (SSM) as a sole proprietorship. Other than that, profit and loss, Encik Faizal enjoy all profit generated by J Enterprise and personally bear any losses incurred. Over the years, the business has developed a strong profit record, which has helped him maintain good relationship and secure confidence from his suppliers. For bookkeeping purpose, he keeps track of the business cash flow and prepare annual account for submission under his personal income tax. Even though an enterprise has no legal obligation to prepare formal account or maintain detailed records, J Enterprise compliance in declaring income tax reflect his commitment to building a good business reputation and monitoring the performance of his enterprise. And then we go to the ownership and legal structure. J Enterprise is solely owned by Encik Faizal. This means all major decision, responsibility and management duties are handled by him alone. The business also operates under an unlimited liability structure meaning the owner is personally responsible for all debt and obligation on the business. This requires careful financial planning and discipline. In terms of capital, the business was started using Encik Faizal's own personal savings. This demonstrates his strong confidence in the business and his willingness to invest in providing quality service to the school community. Next, we go to target market. The target market for POJ Enterprise include 4 main groups. First is student, the primary customer who relies on the canteen for daily meals. Second is teachers, who often purchase breakfast, snack or drink during school hours. Third is school staff, such as administrative officials, cleaners and security personnel who may also buy meals. And fourth, guests and visitors, especially during school program or event. By serving different groups, the business is able to maintain a steady flow of customers throughout the day. Next, we go to the nature of business. POJ Enterprise operate within the food and beverage industry, especially through a government tender to run the school canteen. The main function of this business is to provide food and drink to the students, teachers, school staff, and visitors. This includes serving breakfast, recess, meal, and lunch, as well as offering snack and beverage throughout the day. The business also plays an important role in supporting the school daily activity by ensuring students have safe and nutritious options available. For business operation, POJ Enterprise operates strictly according to school hours, which is from 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. During these hours, the business prepares and serves food based on the school timetable. The operation must be efficient, especially during peak periods such as morning arrival times, recess, and lunch break. Proper planning and timing are essential to ensure that fresh food is always ready when students need it. In terms of profit generations, POJ Enterprise earn profit through 2 main channels. First, sale of food and beverage. Daily income is generated from selling meals, snacks, and drinks to the students, teachers, and staff. Popular items such as nasi lemak, sandwiches, fruits, and beverage contribute to steady sales throughout the day. And second is catering services. The business also provides catering services to school events, including meetings, workshops, celebration, and official functions. This additional service helps increase revenue and strengthen the business reputation within the school. For business resources, to run daily operations smoothly, POJ Enterprise relies on 2 types of resources. First is food ingredient. Fresh and high quality ingredients are essential for preparing nutritious meals. These include rice, vegetable, meat, spice, bread, and drinks. Maintaining consistent supply ensures the canteen is able to serve meals without interruptions. Second is kitchen equipment. The business uses various kitchen tools such as stove, cooking pot, refrigerators, food warmers, counters, and utensils. This equipment helps in food preparation, storage, and maintaining hygiene standards. Together, these resources support the efficiency and productivity of the canteen's operations. For standard operating procedure (SOP), POJ Enterprise follows several SOP to maintain high standard in quality and safety. Proper food handling. All food must be handled correctly to avoid contaminations. This includes using gloves, keeping raw and cooked food separate, and storing ingredients properly. High cleanliness and hygiene. The cooking area, dining area, and utensils are cleaned regularly. Workers must follow cleanliness practices such as wearing apron and hairnets. Approved food price. All food prices are kept within the limits set by school authorities to ensure that meals remain affordable for all students. Student safety. The canteen layout, equipment placement and service method are designed to ensure student safety at all times, especially during crowded period like recess. This SOP help build trust among students, teachers and parents while ensuring smooth and safe operations. Next, I will pass this presentation to our next presenter.
I will present the classification of business item for POJ Enterprise. This presentation will cover 5 main points: asset, liabilities, capital, revenue, and expenses. Firstly, we look at asset. Asset refers to all resources owned by the business that provide future economic benefit. For POJ Enterprise, the key assets include kitchen equipment such as a stove, oven, rice cooker, and LPG cylinder. Refrigerator and food storage unit used to store raw ingredients and maintain freshness. Next, serving counter. Tables and chairs which provide a efficient and comfortable environment for the customer. A cash register used to record sales transactions accurately. Raw food ingredients which are considered current assets as they will use to produce goods for sale. Next, capital. Capital represents the owner's financial investment in this business. For the enterprise, the essential capital contribute 50,000 ringgit was used to acquire equipment, inventory, and other essential resources. Any additional investment made by the owner also form part of the business capital and help support expansion and growth. Next, we move on to the liability. Liability represent the financial obligation or debt that business must settle in the future. For POJ Enterprise, this include credit purchase from the supplier where goods are obtained but payment is deferred, utility bills payable, wages payable. Wages payable referring to employees' salary that are still outstanding. Next, revenue. Revenue which represent the income earned from the business normal operation. POJ Enterprise generate revenue from sale of food and beverages to students and staff. Catering service provide for school event. Sale of a packaged drink and snack which serve as a supplementary income stream. Lastly, we have expenses. Expenses refer to the costs incurred in the running the business and maintaining operation. This include purchase of raw materials such as ingredients used for meals preparation, staff salary paid to the employees involved in the daily operation, utility expenses including electric, water and gas, cleaning suppliers required to maintain hygiene and standard, packaging material used for food delivery or takeaway service, equipment maintenance costs for repairing, servicing kitchen appliances.
The accounting process of POJ Enterprise starts by identifying all business transactions such as sales, purchases, and expenses. Source documents like receipts and invoices are collected as evidence. All transactions are recorded in the journal which will explained by Mr. Iman. The business then posted to ledger accounts manually. A trial balance is prepared monthly to check accuracy. Once completed, he filing the document monthly and passed to his accountant as he outsourced to third party. Adjustments are made to ensure correct profit or loss. Financial statements are then prepared annual to prepare his personal tax computation.
Hi everyone, I'm Zarin. Now I will explain the different financial transactions used in POJ Enterprise and how they are recorded for proper accounting. There are 5 journals. There are cash receipt journals, cash payment journals, general ledger journals, purchase journal, and sales journals. Here is the cash receipt journals. First, we have the cash receipt journals. This journal is used to record all the money coming into the canteen, whether it is cash or electronic payment. The main purpose is to track sales and foods and drinks. By keeping the journals up to date, we ensure that every income is documented properly, making it easier to monitor revenue and conduct audits. Next is the cash payment journal. This is where we record all payments by POJ Enterprise, whether in cash or via bank transfer. It is mainly used for expenses like buying supplies, paying staff, covering utility bills. This journal helps us control over outgoing money and ensure that all payments are tracked accurately. And now let me explain for the general journals. General journals serve as a catch-all transaction that don't fit into any other journals. For example, it is used for recording depreciation, inventory, adjustment, or correcting errors. Essentially, it covers all the special non-routine entries, ensuring nothing is left out of accounting records. Okay, and now we're here at the purchase journal, or also called creditors journal. It is used exclusively for purchase made on credit. This includes invoice from major food suppliers when payment is delayed. Recording this transaction helps the canteen manage its account payables and maintain its good relationship with the suppliers. And finally, the sales journals or debtors journals. It is to record sales made on credit. Although it's less common in daily operations, it is important for larger transactions like catering, orders or staff meal billed for later, or like events for the school. This journal helps track accounts receivable and ensure timely collection of outstanding payments from any customers. And now I will explain the strength and weaknesses for account transaction of POJ Enterprise. First, it is simple and low cost. The process is straightforward, recording only 2 payments, cash and online. This keeps the system easy to manage and cost-effective for the business. Secondly, it allows faster decision making since the owner manages the record directly. Cash flow and business performance can be monitored closely, and this enables quick and informed decision on pricing, inventory, and cash management. Lastly, it makes monitoring business performance easier. Regular accounting records like cash flow statements help identify profits and trends, costs, and sales pattern. This allows the owner to see which products perform well and adjust strategies to improve business performance. Next, let's consider the weaknesses. First, there is the lack of formality and accuracy. POJ does not maintain complete or systematic records, relying on daily expenses tracking and outsourcing annual accounts. This increases the risk of error or omissions, which may not be noticed until the accounts are finalized and potentially affecting financial accuracy. Second, there is a limited account knowledge. The owner may not have formal training, which can lead to mistakes in bookkeeping or misinterpretation of financial data. Corrective action may be delayed or impacting the reliability of accounting records.